Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't done a segment on this trial. I've done a lot of work on Alec Baldwin and him accidentally ending someone's life, pointing a firearm at a cinematographer without the armor there, and having ignored numerous safety protocols. So, I've done a lot of reporting on public record sources pertaining to the Alec Baldwin saga, where at first he claimed that he couldn't talk about how he accidentally ended someone's life, and then continued a month later to just say, well, the cinematographer told me to point in her direction, all of this. And according to the armorer, he ignored safety training. So, I've done analysis on the public record regarding Alec Baldwin accidentally ending someone's life. The interesting thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is Amber Heard could be telling the truth. Johnny Depp could be telling the truth. I don't know who is telling the truth. The only thing I know is that Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard, $50 million, I believe, and it's a defamation case. The interesting thing, and we're finding out today, or according to Amber Heard, she's saying that he did some pretty heinous, despicable, and diabolical things. I mean, absolutely evil things. The only question that I have is why his name is not mentioned in her Washington Post article, if indeed he did those things. You can get into why there wasn't a police report filed. That's a whole other story. Again, she could be telling the truth. He could be telling the truth. There's no way to really know. From what I've seen, because you have Johnny Depp actually losing part of his finger, so in terms of somebody going to the hospital, it was Johnny Depp. I don't believe she did. Correct me if I'm wrong, ever, in relation to anything that he did to her. However, again, I'm not passing any specific judgment. I find it very bizarre that his name is not mentioned. Opinion, Amber Heard, I spoke up against a certain type of violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. Johnny Depp is not mentioned. His name is not mentioned. Obviously, she's referring to him. My question is, why doesn't she mention his name? And why doesn't she mention what she is stating in a trial here? Now, you could say, well, there are other reasons. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. You've never been in that position as a man. But my question, though, is that if you are going to accuse somebody of what should lock him up, so if she is accurate, he should be locked up or worse. I happen to actually believe a little bit more of what Johnny Depp is saying than Amber Heard. But my question, though, is two questions. Why isn't his name mentioned? Why isn't his name mentioned in the Washington Post article? Now, obviously he's suing because the Washington Post article is talking about him. Hit subscribe, by the way, to this channel. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel below in the pinned comment. Read my Federalist article on the upcoming stock market crash. I predicted everything that's taking place. Skyrocketing inflation, GDP contracting, we're heading into a recession. I said all this would take place. Read my article in the Federalist below in the pinned comment, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. You have no business being in the stock market if you are about to retire. I think everything from Bitcoin, equities, they're all going to tank. We're heading towards a devastating financial collapse, and I predicted all of this last October in the Federalist. Read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post. Other publications, go to hagoodman.com. What I find bizarre is the following. I don't understand why Amber Heard didn't put his name And it's even mentioned here, the couple split in 2016 but have continued to battle in court over an op-ed Heard wrote for the Washington Post in 2018 in which she described surviving domestic, without mentioning Depp by name. Why didn't she mention Depp by name? Furthermore, why didn't she elaborate within the Washington Post op-ed about the things that she stated today in trial? I mean, the rebuttal is, well, you don't understand because it's too painful and harmful. This is, if indeed what she is saying is true, I would, capital punishment for any man that does something like that would be, appropriate in my view. But my question is, though, why didn't she mention the physical nature of the violence that she's accusing Johnny Depp of? This is also bizarre. There's another article in Refinery 29, Why I Called 911. Well, I called because she never would, but I don't think that Amber Heard is the type of person who would be frightened to do something and protect herself. I don't think she's the type of individual. So a friend and a colleague of hers called police because every time it happened, well, what happened? Her first thought was about protecting him. Again, I don't really know if that would be the case because every time it happened, the sweet, loving man we all cared about so much would come back with apologies, profuse, swearing up and down that he understood how bad what he had done was. And so the thing is, only one person had his finger cut off. So I don't understand. Again, Amber Heard could be telling the truth. She could be telling the truth. And Depp could be, a human being that she describes. However, I find it bizarre. That this is a 2016 article in Refinery 29. It doesn't mention Depp by name, nor does it mention anything that he's accused of today. So you have a Refinery 29 article in 2016. You have a Washington Post article in 2018, both of which are referring to Johnny Depp, but not describing anything he did, or definitely not alluding to what he was accused of today, and not mentioning him by name, which I find bizarre. I don't know what the rebuttal would be. I don't know what the purpose would be not to mention Johnny Depp by name if indeed you're speaking up against a certain type of violence. And this is Hollywood, so you have to ask yourself, these people are very, business savvy and, they understand, they probably had attorneys look through what they were writing. My question, though, is if indeed he's guilty, and something tells me that he is not guilty of exactly what she's accusing him of today. I'm not saying that she isn't telling certain portions of the truth. Amber Heard could be telling a good deal of the truth. However, she could also be lying by omission. Same with Johnny Depp. What I find peculiar is that if indeed Johnny Depp did what he was accused of doing, why isn't his name mentioned in two articles celebrated? So Why I Called 911 and the Washington Post article that he's suing Amber Heard for defamation. These are two celebrated articles that don't describe the violence, nor do they mention him by name. I find that very bizarre and peculiar. And give me your thoughts below. It's something that I think is important, and I don't know why this man is, if indeed he's guilty of what she's accusing him of, why didn't her Washington Post article actually mention him by name or describe the events that she's describing today in the courtroom? That I don't understand. I don't understand why that would be the case. And then there's a Refinery 29 article written by a colleague of hers. And I witnessed firsthand the absolutely baffling mental pretzel that a person put themselves into. Okay, that's understandable, but it's like, if that's the case, and these two articles are trying to make society better and inform the world of what Amber Heard dealt with, why don't they mention Johnny Depp's name? I think when these articles were written, there was an emphasis on trying to not face defamation case, which was what was leveled anyway by Johnny Depp. And I find it difficult to believe that everything Johnny Depp is accused of is entirely true because his name is not mentioned in these articles. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now to this channel. Thank you so very, very much. And hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel below. We're going to talk about more Durham Probe special counsel revelations in about an hour or so. Thank you.